Okay guys, let's import the image plane. So first I will click on the camera and hit enter on the keyboard, or you can, if you delete the camera, or if you hold down control on the keyboard and click on the left mouse click on the camera, as you see Houdini places the camera which we are in the viewport. So if I rotate the camera by holding alt and left mouse drag, and you see here we created the camera at the same location that we were in. Okay, so I will select the camera and then I will go to view and I will import the image plane by clicking here beside the background image. Okay, so I created a path shortcut for the path. This is the image and I will hit accept. Now if I click here and go to camera, you see here now I see the image plane, but as you see the grid is not aligned to the street. So I will click on the lock icon and now I will hold alt and rotate the camera until I align the grid to the street. Okay, so something like that. Okay, so now I will click on the lock and then I will go outside the camera. Now guys, we need to create the ground. So I will click on the collision tab and then click on ground plane. So now I created the ground. This is for collision purposes guys, this will not be rendered. So I will click on the display flag here to hide it. So as you see here, we created the AutoDop network. By clicking on the ground plane, Houdini created the AutoDop network. So if I double click in the AutoDop network, I just can see the ground and the static solver. So we don't have the particle yet. So let's create the source for the particle. So I will click on grid and then hit enter on the keyboard. And then I will scale the grid. Something like that. You can set a transform node here guys and scale it, but in my case I will scale it from the object level, so that doesn't matter. So I will move it up a little bit and scale it something like that. And now I want to go to the camera and see where we are. So now I will hold down space on the keyboard and hit B, okay, to split the view to 4 views. And here I will go to top, as you see, and I will go to set view to perspective view. So now I will select the grid and I will see where is my grid. Okay, I will place it somewhere here. Okay, so now guys, in order to emit the particle from this surface, you need to go to particles and click on source particle emitter. So now Houdini will emit the particles from the grid. So now if I hit play, you see the particles falling down and collides with the grid. Okay, so now I will go to object level and let's see where we are. So now guys, we want the particle when collides with the grid dies. Okay, so I don't want to see bouncing particles, so I want to tell Houdini when the particles collide with the grid, kill them. Okay, so I will hit L in the AutoDop network. As you see, while we create the particle system, Houdini added some nodes here and merged it with the ground. So here guys, I will select the pop solver and then I will go to collision behavior and I will click on add hit attribute. And here in the response guys, you change this to die. So now the particle when hits the ground dies. Okay, so that's exactly what I want. Okay, so now guys, I will go to object level and I want to place the camera something I will move it down. I want to see if the particle hitting the ground. Okay, it's great. And another thing I want to do, I will select the grid and move it a little bit to the back and let's see where we are now. Okay, it's great. So in the next lesson, guys, we'll continue.